think I accidentally muted the stream. Is that better? Even though I'm sure I didn't press that. But still. Yeah, I accidentally hit the mute on the Streamlabs app. What an idiot. How are you anyway, bud? You good? I was asking, was this the weekend/week that you had all the weddings that you had to go to? Up in one of them was in the mountains, wasn't it? Or has that not happened yet? Last week, how was it? For 3D conversion. Oh, nice. Busy week for you. Yeah, I was off all last week after I had a visit to the dentist, so I was just like, nope, I'm taking the week off, and that's that. Wasted the first 5 minutes of this stream, not just because of the sound, but I couldn't find the bloody pen. It was in a different part of the my organizer thingy. People do be getting their teeth removed these days. Yeah, I had mine removed. It was fucking shit. No, it wasn't the worst. I think I anticipated it being worse than it was. It was uncomfortable, but it was like the sort of week after. Like I had a little bit of a cold thing. So I just felt kind of knackered the whole week. I didn't eat like the first day after I let it out, so I just felt shit for a few days. So I just thought, no, I'm gonna just have a week off. But fighting fit now. Like 2 people in my close family. Yeah, it's not a fun experience, but it was one of those where, even though it wasn't causing me problems, it was the dentist was like, the doc was like, yeah, just, you're better off getting it done because otherwise it could cause you problems later on. So I'm like, cool, I'm not going to argue. Took a while to set up though, because the dentist is about half hour from me, or the surgeon that had to go and do it was about half hour away. Which isn't far, but if you've got no means of transport. Yeah, oof. Harsh times. But anyway, the wedding was good though, yeah? The one that you went to? Plenty to drink, plenty to eat. Sounded like it was going to be amazing. Doodle-doodle-doo. Yeah. But forgot to clean my white shirt before and had to do it now. Oof. There's always something that you forget, isn't there, when you've got an event like that. One of my code buttons was missing, so I had to like make sure no one was looking at the missing spot. Oh really? I suppose it is up in the mountains, but yeah. Was it a chilly willy, was it? A chilly day. Weather was clean, you could see. Yeah, I bet that looked amazing when you were there. There's worse places to have a wedding. Just look. Yeah, we're good. Could move that down a bit maybe. We're good. Straighten up a bit. Yeah, there you go. But no, I'm glad you had a good time. Obviously, can't help but have little hiccups like that, but as long as the day went well and the happy couple enjoyed it, which I'm sure they did. Oh God. Managed to do the last little bits for Christmas this week. Always good. One less thing to stress about. I remember last year I did barely any work last December, and that was when I had the most amount of sort of uptick in subs on YouTube. Part of me does want to think about, yeah, I might do it again this year, but I thought no, I actually want to get quite a bit of work done this year, this December. Yeah, even though it's been a fairly busy week, so excuse me. But yeah, I need to sort of set aside a little bit of time to get that flipping printer looked at so I can get some prints off. Venue was great though. There was jail just 200 metres away. Ha! Prisoners getting a view of a wedding. What a place to have a prison. Dream jail, I don't know. That's where you go for good behaviour. Up in the mountains to chill out with a good view of the occasional wedding. We didn't have mattresses in our village since no one lives there, so we had to put blankets after blankets just to sleep. Oh, that sounds suck. That sounds awful. I'd be knackered after that. Not getting a proper sleep. Daytime is pleasant, winter cold with thick blue skies and nice sun waking just outside, get a tan. But nights were windy. Yeah, I bet it was. I don't know what's Bortle scale. What does that mean? Is that like how much you can see? But yeah, I bet like if got some good photos out of that. The most exciting thing I did, one is complete dark. Bortle is light pollution. Oh, okay. One is complete darkness. 9 is city sky. Ah, I see. I'm with you. Get some really good pictures out of it though. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a really good weekend, man. Like the most exciting thing I did was yesterday. Took my daughter to a kid's birthday party, so that was an experience. No, it wasn't too bad. It's just these affairs are normally pretty sort of boring for adults. We just sit there whilst they run around screaming their head off, eating cake, and all that business. I went straight into another wedding when I came back home. Food was great. God, that sounds really busy. Like if you're going to like consecutive weddings, like days apart. The thing is that I bet it'll be a different experience for you though. Like if you're going like with you and just some friends or something. Like any time we have to go to weddings now, it's sort of us and the kids. So it's like, and they can find it boring. So you kind of focused on that a little bit, but like if it's just you, you've got to sort out. It sounds amazing. Dead hand, how's it going, my man? Nippy, yeah. I've got my fingerless gloves on. I've got, I can probably take this off now. So this little scarf thing that I'm wearing. And I've still got my beanie on and my big Batman snuddy. Because it's fucking cold. I was looking good to considering lost some weight in the mountains. Oh, congrats on losing the weight, man. Bet you look proper dapper. Proper dapper. How are you, Dead Hand, anyway? Are you good? Oh. 3 degrees. What's it's saying? Well, it says 0 on my PC, but the temperature that I get from Google is often full of shit. It says 0, but I very much doubt it. It is. But the only thing you need to know is it's fucking cold. And the worst part with the cold is it always affects my fingers. Like I think I'm warm enough to take these off now, but it always kind of gets the back. The back of my hands are always absolutely freezing, and I always get sort of cracked knuckles, which is shit. Oh. Excuse me, but I can take my beanie off at least. There's bits of fucking gunk always on the drawing. It does my head in. I'm also wearing summer clothes. There's still kids, right? Where whenever I go and pick our kids up from school, there's still the odd kid who is in shorts, and I'm not joking. Like they've got a proper big jacket on, but they're still wearing the shorts. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Wearing shoeits? Absolute nonsense. Oh, God. I'm still using cold water to take a bath. Yeah. He's a prick. Is he a prick because he wears shorts, or is he a prick that just happens to wear shorts? It's like I love those British meme channels on TikTok. They're really funny. And one of them is, it doesn't matter how cold it gets, you'll always see somewhere a postman knocking about in shorts. They do. I don't know what it is with postmen. They always wear the shorts. But even though it's winter and it's proper freezing, I still prefer cold drinks. Like the missus was making a hot chocolate for the kids and herself earlier, and she asked me if I wanted one. And I do love a good hot chocolate, but I've kind of got to be in the mood for it. But I was just like, nah, you're all right. I think I still want a cold drink. And apologies for me blowing my nose. I'm still got a little bit of a cold. The summers do get sweaty. Yeah, summers are... Well, I'd say the last two summers have been all over the place in the UK. I think we had this conversation last time, didn't we, where this season, this year, the summer's been wetter than an otter's pocket, and then last year it was blazing. It's like, can we just have a proper summer, please? Like a nice British summer. I actually like our summers because they're tolerable temperatures, like 20, I think I said this before, 20 to 30 degrees. Like anywhere in there, I think is absolutely bang on. It's like it's not too hot, but you can still wear your shorts. But we've just had nothing of the sort the last 2 years. It's been piss wet through this year, and last year was an absolute killer. Define summer because last 10 years have been at least 40 degrees for me. Yeah, that's a bit much for me, 40 degrees. Yeah, between 20 and 30, I think is about 20. I'd say 20 and 25 is probably perfect, but above 25 is still all right. Yeah, between 20 and 25 degrees, I think is perfect. Where am I going to put the number? I've just remembered. 40, yeah, 45. My Faja-in-law, he used to work in, I think it was Qatar. Was it Qatar he said he worked in? And I think he said it got up to 50. So bottom left, bottom right, bottom mid, top left. Do we go for a top right this time, I think? What was it, a 118? Yeah. 118, 108. Do you remember those annoying as fuck ads? Sounds like there's something at the end of that. Yeah, it's still good. I don't know why, because I'm not moving for a little while. Like, it always feels like it freezes. No, I did think about it. I mean, it's been a fairly busy day today. Like, our daughter's room got cleared out today, so we've been out to charity shops and stuff, dropping off all her old toys. And when we finished that, I thought, oh, when I get back, should I try and set up the webcam thing, or I'm not sure. And I just thought, nah. I think one of the reasons I'm possibly not gonna do it is because the webcam that I use is 1080, and I'm looking at the quality of the video now, and it's 4K. And the thing is, like, the webcam, when I use the webcam, it won't be as clear as this. So I just thought, nah, I'll keep the webcam for TikTok stuff. I keep bloody going all over my work. Yeah, I'll keep the webcam for the TikTok stuff, and I'll use my phone for this. I think what I need is a proper beast DSLR camera or something like that. Or just a camera that I can, like, hook up sort of permanently. Like, the reason I don't use my phone all the time, or I don't want to use my phone all the time, is I don't want to burn the battery out. That's the one thing I'm worried about, because I still have to use it as a phone. So I just don't want to burn the battery, like if I'm using it for video all the time. I don't know. I think what I will do is I'll try it through OBS. Like, I'll do like a little test stream or something. I'll do like a scrapbook session or a graffiti scrapbook session. I'll try it once to see if I can get it sort of at any decent quality. And if I can, then I probably will. I've just changed my mind in one flipping sentence there, haven't I? I think the problem is because it looks quite grainy. Like it doesn't look bad on TikTok. Like it looks okay, but I just can't seem to get the quality any better than that, and I don't know why. Like it's supposed to be 1080p, but it just looks like a lot less quality. So I'll see if I can fiddle about with it in OBS. Because if I can sort out some settings in there, then hopefully it'll improve the TikTok quality as well. But no, I think I've changed. I think I will have a look. Yeah, they're like, yeah, I know. I just, as I was saying it then, I was thinking, do you know what, SLR cameras are fucking ludicrous, aren't they? Like $1,000 or something. But no, it is something I will look into. I'll try it through OBS because I've not tried it through that yet. So I might have a look into it. In fact, no, not after this because no, I'm not going to. But at the weekend, I should have a bit of time at the weekend. So what I'll do is I'll look at doing it through OBS to see if I can clean it up anymore. But the frustrating thing is that it's, I can show it because I've disconnected it. It's the most sort of generic webcam. So my webcam, fucking Edam. Graham Cheese is in the house. Today is Edam. Tomorrow it will be Red Leicester. But yeah, that's the camera I use. Gray, you can help me whilst you're here about cameras. You're pretty good with that sort of stuff. But yeah, look, that's the Logitech one I use. It says HD 1080p. And like I said, streaming on TikTok through this, but I just can't get the quality right. But I am using it through Logitech's kind of software. So I'll try it through OBS to see if I can clean it up. They're just as bad, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, like a camcorder separate from like an SLR, but there'll be something that I'll be able to do, surely, because if it's a 1080 camera, like that's still high def, so there's got to be something I can do. There's got to be. Like I say, it's not bad on TikTok. I mean, you've seen the streams through TikTok. Like, they're not bad. They're just not great. Like, they're not as good as they should be. It's just one of those things that I need to look into more. And like I said, I've tried it through Logitech's own software. I'll try it through OBS next. The one thing that I liked about Logitech software was the focus, because I could hold it. Like, I could focus on the page and hold it there. Whereas like when you do it through other cameras, like it kind of zooms in and out, and it's a bit of a fucking annoyance. Yeah, I'll look into it the weekend, see if OBS can do something with it. Because I know on TikTok you can stream through like third-party software like OBS and all that sort of stuff. But it's just sort of finding the right one, you know? You also need a capture card. So now I want to look for a capture card. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any sort of reasonable prices for things. It's a little bit annoying. I just think for me, it's like the frustration is that the camera's not picking up the quality that it's saying it should. You know what I mean? Like it's saying it's 4K and then it's not. Or not even 4K, but 1080p when it's not. It's fucking grainy. I've just got a feeling with OBS, the problem will be not necessarily if it can show it in high def or not. It will just be the zoom, or not the zoom, the focus. Sorry, it will just because the top of the pen's kind of towards the lens. It will just kind of keep refocusing, and it does my head in. Well, 50 minutes. I'm kind of getting through this one fairly quickly. Yeah, because I'm kind of going left to right and then expanding out from there. God, we're only on episode 24. 96. Well, 95 after this one to go. You know. Still need to do that where I find a Friday that I can do 2. Might be able to do one over the Christmas. Or like if I pick a random Wednesday to... Or like an extra day at the weekend even, I can just do a surprise ARTEZA stream. Because one a week just doesn't feel like enough, like getting... What, 120 weeks, what's that, 56? Is it 50? No, 52, 104. So 2 years, 16 weeks, how many is that? So that's 2 years and 3 months total. So 2 years, 4 months. Yeah, I might have to... I think I've said this before, haven't I? Did you happen to see what I have been working on Insta? Oh, no, I haven't. Let me have a look. Thank you for the 3rd like. I can't remember if I said thank you for the 3rd like, whoever did that, but thank you. Or was it on Reels, was it? Or... dead. Why can't I find your thingy? Nice. Very, very good. It's really cool seeing people work differently. Like, I don't think I could use circular shapes to make anything good. But I do very much like that. I like the dash of yellow in the middle as well. That pops it out. But yeah, very, very good. Yeah, keep it up, man. Yeah, keep it going. Thank you for the 4th like as well. But no, keep at it, man. It's really, really good. It's like, I know I've said it before to loads of people, but I always say just like keep it going. Like when because I know you, I think Coop said before as well, like sometimes when you're not feeling your own work, you don't really feel like posting it, and you're not confident. But I just think just post it, because one of the things that I think is important is seeing your own progress. So like work you might not like from the past, you know, before you know it, you're say a year away from it, posting consistent work, and like the difference is sort of night and day. Like I think I did say it before, like there's been a couple of pieces of my own work that I've just thought, no, they are shite, but I still post them, because I think just get it out there, just get it posted. You can sort of look back on it and think, well, this one didn't hit, but at least I can look at it and go, well, I can do better next time. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, no, I completely understand that. Like I've said to you before, like I've had sort of similar problems with, obviously still wrestle with it now, like mental health, and like I think I said before, like our situations and our experience of mental health is going to be completely different to each other's. But the one thing that I try and do to sort of help is to sort of help me push through it is kind of through the work. Like that's the one thing I think, yeah, you always keep consistently with that. Like even if it's good or bad, make sure that's sort of part of your day. Um, and give yourself a reason to kind of post all the time. Like that's one of the reasons like I wanted to live stream, because it gives me a reason to draw every single day. Like it connects you with new people and stuff like that. Like I've obviously connected with you guys, which is great. But it's just a sort of means of getting your drawing out there. And the sort of other work that I've seen as well that you think, like out on the Instagram and TikTok and whatever, and you've seen sort of work, or I've seen work that I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I like that work that somebody's done, but they really enjoy doing it, and they'll always post it. So I'm thinking, well, why can't I then? If they can do it, why can't I? You know, always post it no matter what. But it's one of those things that's easier said than done. Like when I first started posting, like my God, like you're really nervous about it. You think, fuck, I'm not sure if I should do this, but I think it's just about getting used to it and building up your confidence. And kind of preparing yourself for negative feedback. Like I had one yesterday. I did that graffiti piece on TikTok. So I did this one, right? And I posted it saying, you see it, thing. And I actually quite like that. I was really happy with that. And then I posted it on like Graffiti's sketches page on Facebook, and I said, oh, you know, result from a quick live stream today. And the first comment under it was, it a live stream on how to bomb? I thought that was quite funny. So I just said, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, eh? But I just thought, fuck it, if people don't like it, it is what it is, isn't it? You just got to roll with it. Diagnosed with schizophrenia 10 years ago, and the voices I hear are very negative towards myself. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's something, I can't imagine what that's like. But yeah, like if you've got like a voice, like voices in your head telling you that everything's negative, 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 then yeah, I can't imagine like how hard that is to sort of keep on top of. But for what it's worth, from like if you hadn't have told me that, there's no way I would have known that you had anything like that going on. So I think that shows how well you're kind of dealing with it. And I know it sounds obvious and maybe a bit empty, even though I'm not meaning it to sound empty, but surrounding yourself with sort of positive people, positive feedback, that kind of stuff. Again, I know that's easier said than done. Can only go and help you. Excuse me. Oh God, that's sick, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I was really happy with that graffiti piece. I thought that I'd actually figured out how to kind of progress my work a little bit, but someone came back with the comment of, is that how you live streaming to show how to bomb? And I thought, well, you can't win them all, can you? God, my nose is driving me flipping crazy. God, I've always had problems with my sinuses. Kicking my ass today, though. Positive in it as well, tune into the streams. Yeah, that's what it's about, though. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just for, you know, anyone's welcome in here. Like, why wouldn't they be? And like, if you've got a love for drawing and just sort of hashing shit out, like I think everyone's got the sort of baggage and the sort of heavies that they have to carry around with them, and sometimes you need somebody who maybe necessarily isn't close to you to just sort of chat about it with. I remember you saying, Eddie, didn't you, when that girl from that dating website, when she was going through some proper rough stuff, and you know, sometimes you feel like you can't talk about it or open. I get like hers is really serious. I'm not to say that yours isn't, that hand, but like sometimes you just need maybe just a fresh pair of ears, like a neutral pair of ears that are going to be unbiased. Like these streams have helped me. That's what you want. Like, I don't think we've had anything negative on here. Apart from that one guy telling us he can suck his own willy. But that was more funny than negative. It's like, I'm sure you can, pal. I'm sure you can. I'm sure if you could do that, you wouldn't be hovering around other people's art streams, would you? Don't forget the number. No, I didn't forget it today, Dan. My little place for it is right here. I did remember today. Although I did remember about half an hour into the stream. Do I want to put it there or there? I think maybe there, actually. I quite like it there. I think I'm going to put it there, actually. But we're in A118. (118). Yeah, I was going to put it there, but I think it would look a bit too, I don't know, out of place. I think it looks better there. Oh my god, my nose, I want to rip it off. Yeah, you know, mine's a strange one. Like, I've had sinus problems for ages. It's not so much the runniness. It's kind of like up in towards your sort of the center of your nose and the cheeks, where they're just always blocked. And it sounds gross as well, like when you're on stream and you hear me kind of hocking and Still waiting for that time where I achieve 10 people in the stream at once. So I think 9's my record. We've got 5 in here today. Well, 4. 5 including me, so 4. That's actually a pretty good stream for me. One day, boys, it will happen. One day. Oof. I should tag ARTEZA every time I put the thing out on Twitter and stuff. And say, hey, look what I'm doing with your product. Feel free to throw a sponsor my way. Oh, ice cream. What flavour ice cream is it? In fact, I'll wait until you get back before I ask that. That's still in shot. Here's what are we in? 73 minutes. Just over an hour. Oh. You're back, right? What flavour ice cream is it? I need to know this. What is the ice cream flavour? Something delicious. What brand of ice cream is it? That's another important question. Ben and Jerry's Minter Wonderland. Not gonna lie, that sounds awesome. Is it like a mint chocolate chip? Because mint chocolate chip is in my top 3 ice cream flavours. Mint chocolate chip is mint. I was chatting to my son about this not long ago, about our favourite ice cream flavours, and anything salted caramel, mint chocolate chip, and I kind of switch the third one every now and again. It used to be banana, because I loved banana as a kid. Thank you for the 4th like. I don't know if I thanked whoever did that, but I'll say it again. Big salted caramel and mint choc chip are like 1 and 2. I'd probably say, I don't know, cookie dough maybe. But there have been some like amazing strawberry sort of like I think there was like a strawberry cheesecake flavour that was amazing that I've had. So the third one's kind of hard, but salted caramel and mint chocolate chip are 1 and 2 for sure. That's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Yeah, mint chocolate chip is the bomb. I do love a good ice cream. Just my favourite is when it's in a waffle cone with the chocolate kind of on the rim of it. And then you get 3 scoops in that bad boy. That's my favourite kind of ice cream. It's a ridiculous amount of ice cream to have at once, but it's like a treat that you give yourself. It's what I always get when we go on our family holidays. I'll always get like a dirty 3 scooper with a flake and all the drizzlings and stuff. Because I'm a dirty fat fuck. Yeah, you gotta have a flake. Although it's bullshit that they're not 99p anymore, which is nonsense. Just thought it was around 54%. Let me just turn that down so I'd save a bit of battery. I keep meaning to, like over the weekend, I keep meaning to go back and having a little play with digital, but I've been wrestling so badly, trying to make up my mind about how to do it. Like, should I do it freehand? I'm still wrestling with doing it in pixel art. I'm going to have another go with pixel art. I think the problem I have when doing it pixel art is that I'm doing it in the same way that I do this. So when I'm drawing these pictures, I'll take usually like a black pen, I'll do an outline, then I'll colour in the outline. Whereas with pixel art and digital art in general, I think I've got to start the reverse of it. So if I do a block of colour first, and then if I want to do any sort of outline around it, but do a big block of colour first and then go for the outline, because it might not always work as a black outline sometimes. So I think I need to change my approach, I think, is the problem. So yeah, I think I might, if I get time, I'll revisit digital at the weekend. Because I'm determined to make that work. I really want to find like a good way to do digital, because it's just another means of getting prints out as well.
Jamie.
What was I saying? Yeah, at the weekend I'll work on some more digital stuff, I think. Because a lot of my inspiration is pixel art stuff. So I think it makes sense to try and yeah, and thank you for the 5th like. I've just seen that, appreciate it. But yeah, since a big chunk of my inspiration is pixel art, I think as well, and it's a good way, because I've always wanted to do collages as well. I think it will like be an easier way to print it and cut out certain shapes. I think it could work really well. Have you finished the original piece? No, not yet. I'm going to do the only thing I have to do is the sky. But the level of concentration that I need, because I was wrestling with, because I don't know if you remember it, like I used a ruler to pencil in the skyline, and I thought, shall I use a ruler to ink it in or not? And I've decided I'm not going to, because everything else is basically a freehand line. And I think you'd notice it if it was a ruler line. It would be too neat. But what it means is I'm going to have to do it as a freehand line. I mean, I've got the guideline anyway, but it's going to be a freehand line, but I'm doing it across an A4 sheet of paper. So I'm not going to stream that. I'm going to finish it away from camera, but once I've finished it, and I will finish that fucking thing this weekend, I'm going to move on to the next piece. What I'm going to do as well this weekend is go back in my scrapbook and just sort of plan out the details of the new piece. So I think I remember mentioning it to you before then, and Danny, everyone who's in here. So the new piece that I'm doing is, it's a big version or a bigger version of that one. But even though that's quite nice, it's a little bit plain. Not, I don't mean that in a bad way, it's just very simple. So I'm going to add little details within it. So I might panel the shapes out a bit more. Sort of similar to maybe how I've done that. So like, you know, there's the little added details of the dots and the panel gaps and things like that. So I might mix that in a little bit with this. Just have it a bit more detailed. And I don't know, I think I might have the original colours that I did it in, because even that piece itself is based off... Where are you? I need to do more of these as well. When I get to 100 of these, I'll put them all in a little book or something. I don't know. Where is it? There. So that was the original colour combination I had, and I changed it for this one. So this one's green and yellow and blue and pink, and this one is blue and orange and yellow and pink. And I think I prefer this colour combination better. And with this one as well, like I've got the sort of little details on the outlines. So I think I'm just gonna add some little details, make it a bit more, again a bit more detailed, make it, just do a bit more with it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, the original one is as good as done, but I do want to like just sign that one off, and then I can start the new one. And hopefully I can start streaming that next week. And hopefully because Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays are the days that I'll be dedicating to those main pieces. Hopefully I can do at least 2 more before my Christmas. Sort of, I kind of have a week off, maybe 2 weeks off for Christmas. Just purely because I'm not going to have, like, so Christmas week, I'm away Friday, Christmas Day is Monday, isn't it? So we go away Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we're back on Tuesday. So I could work on some stuff then, and then obviously I have New Year's off. But I'll try and do as much as I can between now and Christmas, and I'll try and do some bits and pieces in between Christmas as well. Yeah, that original one will be finished very soon. And then in the new year, I'll hopefully have that website up. And I will eventually do more work in the sketchbook as well, because they've stalled a little bit. No, I don't intend on rushing it. It's just, I think I know in my own mind, like the original piece I've put off a little bit. Like it would take me an hour, maybe, to do the sky, but because I'm scared, because I'm so close to finishing it, I'm a little bit afraid of messing it up. So I'm saying, oh, I'll do it on with a ruler to be safe. And oh no, because that's not how you draw. So yeah, I think I'm playing it safe just a little bit. But yeah, I'll get that done. Because I think the problem I've had with that particular piece is I've stalled it quite a lot because I didn't plan it the best. So I've kind of picked away at it, as opposed to just kind of getting it done. And I don't want to do that with the next picture. What I want to do is I'll get all the details and colours lined up in place, so when I go to actually draw it, I can just draw it from start to finish with no interruption. Like I'll obviously improvise some of the details along the way, but I'll know kind of what I want to do. And I need to get that tutorial series finished as well, because I mean, that helps me more than anything. That's exactly why I did it, because it helped me kind of work off a reference sheet. But I'm looking forward to doing these new pieces. I think you are right that I do rush it. Like, I'll try and jump ahead. Like, I'll get an idea in my head. I'm thinking, oh, I really want to work on this, and it's like, no, 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 just do what you're doing now. You'll get to do those things. Just concentrate on what you've started first. Yeah, no, it's right though. I've been saying it, and I know why I haven't. I've been putting it off. It's been a combination of reasons, like why I haven't done that. The first one is like I got really excited about drawing it, but there was no planning on it, so I just started drawing. And so like with this piece, like I've just started drawing it and it's been fine. But these pieces are more relaxed because the whole point of these pieces is just to have a bit of fun, just draw out whatever you can and see where it goes. And if it's good, it's good. If it's not, then what are you going to do? Well, there's a couple of pieces where I'm not particularly fond of the composition. So, what's a good example of that? So, that one. It's a bit messy. But it's fine. Like, the whole point of this series is just to have a bit of fun. Like, I'll think of an idea in my head, I'll try it out, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Some of them have been really nice. Like, I think that one is, like, I love that one. That's one of my favourites. I think I've kind of nailed everything about that one. But then the one I did next time, this one, I like the kind of patterns I did, but I hate the composition of it. Like, I don't like... I think I tried to fix it during the drawing, but it's fine. Like, with these drawings, it's okay, though, because that's the whole point of them, is to just, you know, draw them and see where you end up. But with the original piece that I've done, I kind of wanted that to be a really tight drawing. Because if I'm going to charge £200 for it, then I need it to be really, really good. But I started drawing it like I'll draw one of these with no sense of where I'm going with it. So there was like I remember there was a moment in it where the composition was off, and I had to add, I think it was the bit down here, because I'd done that, to even it out a little bit. And it's ended up like quite nice. Like, I like the fact that I added the dark shadows in the background. I like what I've done with the clouds. The fact that I filled all of the neon colour in, like I like the fact that I've done that. There's one of the little, I've just noticed a square that I missed there. But I didn't plan any of it, so when I finished inking it in black ink, it just sat there for like 2 weeks because I thought I couldn't decide if I was going to colour it or not. And then I just thought, fuck it, I will, but I didn't know how, so then I had to go to my scrapbook, plan it out. When I was happy, I went back and coloured it. Then I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do the cloud, so I had to go away again. I kept having to kind of jump back and forth between the scrapbook and the piece, which is such an inefficient way of doing it. And now I'm at the last bit with the sky. I'm like, should I ruler it? Should I do it freehand? And because I've got a bit nervous about doing it freehand, I'm avoiding doing it. So it's a good learning experience though, because what that piece has made me think is, right, that's how you don't do a drawing. You know, plan everything first. So the next one I'm doing, I've penciled the main bits in. I'm going to work on ideas for details, nail the colour combinations down. And once I've got everything done and I'm happy with it, then I can just go from start to finish on stream with no interruptions. So it's been a good learning curve, at least. That's the way I think of it. But you've got to kind of do those. You've got to always just do your first one, because it's like, get the first one out of the way, and you know you're always going to learn from it. So, yeah. But yeah, it's because the reason why it's taken so long, the main reason is exactly like you say. It's just I've been too apprehensive. I've been too nervous about exactly what to do with it. You know, I've been very, very indecisive about how to draw it, which is why it's taken so long. And it's been impossible to time it, to sort of say exactly how long it's taken. Yeah, that's what you've got to do, hasn't it? Like, you've got to learn. Because, like I say, it's not been, I haven't made any necessarily mistakes on it, but the way I've done it, like the process of doing it, it's not been great. It could have been like much better. Like I could have handled it a lot better. But I think that's why I've wanted to do that tutorial stuff as well. Not just for people who have been asking about it, but for me, like, it'll help me be a bit more decisive, and you know, for certain types of drawings, it'll just help my workflow. Again, it's just trying to find the time for it. Oh. But yeah, I need to record the voiceover for that tutorial series. Well, I've used blue pencil and I've got all the shapes in. I need to just record me drawing it, and then I need to edit the voice into it and kind of speed it up, slow it down whenever necessary. I think that's what I need to do. But no, thank you for this particular stream. Thank you for all the views and the likes and stuff. Always appreciate people popping in. Appreciate the live stream though. It's my pleasure. Let's have a look at this. I do quite like this one. I wonder if the hashtags have helped. Like in the title, I've put 4. Like I've read that 3's the kind of optimum amount, but I thought no, fuck it, I'm gonna put 4. It's saying that I can promote this as well. What happens if I click on that? I bet you've got to pay to do that, haven't you? Yeah, you get charged for it. I'm always wary about stuff like that. I know TikTok offer a service where they can promote your work, but I'm not sure it's worth it for the amount that it gets promoted, you know? You've blocked in some nice dark areas and so on. Thank you. Yeah, I tried to take a bit of guidance from Monday's one, because I've said that it's something I need to kind of be a bit more confident in doing. So I tried to take a leaf out of that one that I did, because I've not gone too heavy with it, but I like the kind of blocked in bits, and that's what I've tried to do with this one. Right thing, yeah. I had a quick sort of look just now, and it's like, oh, how much do you want to budget towards it? I'm like, well, I don't make anything off YouTube, so I don't know if it'd be worth my sort of money to do it. Excuse me. Battery I've got. I've still got loads of battery left. Loads of battery. Right. Well, what else can I do with this? want to do anything more with that. It's not as... I guess it's not as chunky as my other drawings, but I don't know, I quite like it. I want to look at think what I can do with the background as well. Stupid thing. Yeah, what can I do with this? I mean, I don't know. I think what I might do, let's have a look at you. Maybe a little bit over here. Being brave with details, yeah. Like I said, that's another cheat sheet I plan on doing, just different types of details. Where I'll have like a, I did it in when I was doing this one. So I thought what I need to do, like when I was messing about with these three, I need to kind of get a, I suppose, what's the word I'd use for it? Like a template. So I need to do like a basic template, which is the same shape. Very quick to lay down, and I can kind of practice different details within that template, and then that will give me a better idea of what's sort of best to go with. I think I'm quite happy with this piece. It's kind of a strange one, this one. Like, I do like it a lot. But it's one of those I've not kind of proper chunked it out, but I don't think I need to. I think I quite like, I've kind of spread it a bit thinner. And I quite like that about it. What I'll do as well. Adding the dots is a nice touch, thank you. Yeah, I thought it doesn't need to be like overly complicated. Because I've got like the darker areas, just trying to find like a decent contrast. And instead of like a big background kind of shape or a big background set of lines, I thought maybe this one doesn't need it. Maybe I can just do like treating it as like a ship or something, and like these can be the antennas or something like that. See, like that in the long line. That's so hard for me to attempt to think about adding. So calling you. Thank you for calling me a wizard. I think it's because sometimes I'll try stuff, but it doesn't always work. I think that's the important thing to kind of know. It doesn't always work. Like the last piece I did, this one. Like I think the cables coming off it could have worked. But maybe I needed to kind of do them more from the centre as opposed to the edges, because it looks a bit almost Christmas tree-like. But there have been other times where I've thought it hasn't worked. What's a good example where it hasn't worked? Like there, for when I've tried to kind of make the sort of black shapes a bit more scruffy, but I don't think that works. There's been other times as well. Well, the last few I've actually quite liked, but like I said, that one I don't think work that much. There's been one here as well. Which one was it? There, well, for example, that I don't think worked at all. But I tried it, so I knew next time, right, I don't do it like that. Was there another one? Like, I'm not really sure about that either. So this one here with the kind of shapes around it, I'm not sure about that one. But again, it's just something that you try. And you think if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. In fact, there's probably one in here, actually. Like some of the pieces I didn't do backgrounds for. But it's just basic shapes. Like you've got to try it out. I'm sure that there was I don't know if it's in any of my sketchbooks, there was another one where you try it out, and like if it works, great, but it doesn't always work. But the only way you find out if it does is if you do it, and if you like it, then great. If not, then, you know, so what? Like, you try it again, or try a different one next time. That's what it's all about, just having the balls to kind of go, fuck it, I'll give it a shot, see what happens. Because it's one of those where I'll have an idea in my head about what something will look like, but I'm not sure if it'll end up looking like that when I get it down on paper. So I just think, do you know what? Just try it out. See what happens with it. Oh, God's sake, flipping nose! Right, I think I'm going to leave that one there. I don't think there's much more I can do with that. Well, there is, but I'm not going to. Just tilt the camera a little bit. There you go. God, the stream's miles behind on here. There you go. I just want to have a look at it properly. Fact. There's a gap there, I don't like it. Do I want another one down that way, or? Yeah, I think I'm going to do another one down here. Do I want another one down there? Just because of that one. It's a bit lopsided. Yeah, I think I will. Looks amazing. Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, I will do another one down this side, I think. About there. About there or there? There. Down to about... Yeah, down to about here, I think. There you go. I think that looks a bit better now. Like, even though there is a longer one down there, like it looks better than it did, in my opinion. Because there was too much empty space on this side. I think that was the problem. In fact, I might make that one... No, I'm going to leave that there, actually. I quite like it. Well, that's another one in the bag. A good 2 hours. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the views. Dead Hand and Annie, thank you very much for popping in. Always good chatting to you both. Always good to see you as well. You might see me knocking about on... What am I doing at the weekend? Yeah, you might see me sort of popping around on TikTok live at the weekend if I manage to get on. But that's just a maybe. That's just a hit and miss maybe. I'll definitely be back on Monday as normal though, with another Black Book sketch. And by Monday, I'm saying it now, I will have finished my original piece and I will show you it when it is fully complete on Monday. So tune in for that. But until then, both of you, well, everyone who popped in, have a very good weekend. And I shall see you both on Monday, hopefully. Thank you, as always. Oh. But yeah, both of you have a very good weekend. Thank you for the